Welcome back. Street Fighter League Season 3 continues. Well, not Season 3. Technically the preseason of Season 3. But look, regardless, we're back. We have more undercard action for you guys. A main event already set up and waiting. But let's talk about our first match. It's going to be Mr. Crimson versus Luffy. And Mr. Crimson is a well-known player from France. A crazy Dhalsim player, one of the most cordial people I know, and there's a lot of strong representation in the community in France. Luffy being one of them, his opponent actually, and an Evo champion. So that lets you know where he kind of hails from and the pedigree he has. But he's no slouch either. I mean, throughout 2019, 2018 as well, has been traveling, trying to get into, the Capcom Cup, has made his fair share at the last chance qualifiers, but even still, Canada Cups he's been to, going around and playing in all of these events, trying to make a name, and had some pretty high placings at that. Thing is, his character Dhalsim does not get that much love. 1, 2, Dhalsim's a hard character to kind of play at a high level. We've seen from, Commander Jesse, Dankarius, who's also been on the Street Fighter League stage. Like, these are all things that are very important because Dhalsim's not an easy character to play, but that lets you know how good of a player Mr. Crimson actually is because he sticks to this character and has been repping it for quite some time at this point.
Well, he has a hefty plate to really go up against with the likes of Luffy, also another French player who is definitely well known in the Street Fighter scene, not even just in 5, but Street Fighter 4, especially Evo champ for that matter. But nonetheless, he plays such an aggressive character and just suits his style, right? Our Mika, he plays that character so well. It's so ambiguous as to whether or not he's gonna hit you with a Lady Mika or an EX command grab or any command grab for that matter. His offensive pressure is world class, and that's gonna be quite challenging for Mr. Crimson, especially navigating as Dhalsim.
I think Mr. Crimson is going to have his work cut out for him. I would love to hear what he has to say. Let's get some words from Mr. Crimson.
I think it will be really interesting because year after year, the game changed, but the player changed also, and this is for me, of course, because it's the latest, but this is from far the season where we can see the most interesting Street Fighter play, because everyone play multiple character, everyone has a lot of experience, and I can't wait to see what happens. Yeah, so today I play against Luffy. Luffy playstyle is really aggressive. His main strength is like he's able to make you guess in some situation, and he's really good at gambling and understanding how work the opponent. So my job will be to not let him impose me this offense. Of course, because also I play Dhalsim, and I think my strength is maybe the matchup knowledge. I feel pretty confident, but I don't know because he's a hard worker and he has few hard match before against me. So I have all my notes, but I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Mr. Crimson dropping some words of wisdom. Like I said, man, a cordial person. Definitely bought me maybe my second meal in France. Just being nice. So Mr. Crimson, you already know what it is. I hope all is well. I'm happy to hear the words from you. However, you're going to be in trouble if you don't get it together. Because Luffy is scary. Like,
for sure.
He's one of those players that, like you see, first off, he is an Evo champion, and he consistently does well. Red Bull Kumite, he showed up as well, and just almost every fighting game tournament. Like, he's one of the people that I've seen more than siblings because he's traveled to so many tournaments, and I have also traveled to so many tournaments. But with that being said, let's get some words from Luffy.
Me and Crimson play pretty much often because as we are both French players, he's very much, pretty much offensive as a player. Even though he's playing Dhalsim, he's pretty much going for the offense most of the time. We played last week, he beat me, so this week I will play a little more, like, I guess slower and safer, and we'll see how it goes.
Merci, Mr. Luffy. I appreciate that. I appreciate you giving us words of wisdom here, 1. 2, the fact that you're actually joining us on Street Fighter League says a lot. we have a nice bit of representation from all over the world because of Street Fighter League, but also leading into our main card and just inclusion in Street Fighter League. We have Problem X, we still have Infexious. I mean, we talked about the Middle East earlier in the preseason, and just players from all around the world. So the fact that Luffy as well as Mr. Crimson are getting an opportunity to be shown off on the Street Fighter League stages, I mean, they more than well deserve it, but I would love to see them get more involved. I would love to see Mr. Crimson on a Street Fighter League team one day. I would love to see Luffy, the Evo champion, on a Street Fighter League team someday, and those are the reason these things are happening, but we're about to get into it. It's going to be Luffy versus Mr. Crimson. Hopefully Mr. Crimson can at least hear Luffy talking, because it wouldn't be fair otherwise.
Nah, he'll be just fine.
Right?
He'll be all right.
He's
Okay,
staring
so
at
here
the
we go.
picture. He's just staring at the picture. Man, I hate you, Luffy. You're so
Dhalsim,
good.
it's Dhalsim versus Mika. What can we expect right out the gate between these two?
Probably a backup coming from Dhalsim. And we're probably going to see Luffy either jump or do a wingless airplane thinking about it. Nope, that was a button first. I was completely wrong. All right.
That's fair. There's the jump in. Just a little bit afterwards. He
Just
needed a little bit of information.
But my
to
jump
get the
in would have worked. About for the record, my jump in definitely would have worked.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, you're not wrong. Initial button press, he would have got smoked. You have the right ideas.
I'm definitely taking you straight to the corner. That's what Mika excels. Like, these jump ins are just getting too much. Nice poke to stop the pressure. V reversal to throw off that V trigger that was definitely coming.
That was sick.
Nice reset, the early drill to get back down to the ground. Professional, oh, that was so good. The teleport to get out of there. Mr. Crimson. Uh-oh, now this is the hard part. How do you close out with none other than the jump back snipe?
That's pretty good. That was a solid read.
Look how fast that first round went. Like, that was really fast. There's the jump. He was ready with the slide this time. Just imagine if it went the other way.
It has to be the first round. It has to be like that first part where it's just like, now I got you scared. You ain't moving anymore.
I also feel like it's a little harder for Mika to hit those limbs of Dhalsim in these instances, right?
Sure.
Like, trying to like hit with sweep. We saw crouching heavy punch from Mika hit one of the limbs, but it's a lot less frequent than we see in some of these other games with, you know, very much established players.
The activation. Let's see what the escape route is. Uh-oh.
Brimstone, EX.
Breaking his back. Do it again.
Oh,
I take it back. Oh, that could have been huge.
That could have been the round. That could have been the game.
Oh my God, touch and go all day, slingshot, boom.
Okay, the back throw to keep control. No CA, no trigger needed. I see you. Okay, Mr. Crimson.
This is a very interestingly weird match, I would say. So, in the neutral, Mika definitely gets shut down. As you saw, the way Mr. Crimson kind of navigate past the normals, as well as play the keep away game to a T. But if Luffy ever gets in and makes the right calls, the normal's going to be a problem for Dhalsim. Does not have any sort of normals that are fast enough to contest. One, on wake up. Two, he doesn't have any EX reversal moves to help him on defense. It's going to be very, very tough if Mika manages to close that gap. So again, it's one of those things, it's like, from this far, Dhalsim's going to be fine. But up close, it's going to be all Mika.
No, that's definitely true. I mean, this is one of those matchups where it's like, once you write it down, you're like, oh man, this kind of sucks. Like, like as Mika, he's like, man, I gotta get in. As Dhalsim, you're like, I gotta stay away.
I gotta stay out.
It's literally like, once you write it down and you see it, you understand it. But even more so in these situations, right? You're playing around that. Like, that's why I said, well, this is why you jump at the beginning of the match, because obviously Dhalsim's gonna try to keep you away. The second round, completely different. Now I'm gonna go to the slide and then you jump. Like, that's part of the beginning gameplay. Like right there, that crouching heavy punch to get in.
Man, as soon as Mr. Crimson gets hit, he just backs away with the backdash immediately. But once you're in the corner, you don't have that kind of option.
Wow, just
How
whiffing
many
in front.
throws? Oh.
The reversal called out. Oh,
Are
you're
you kidding
stunned.
me? Are you dead?
You're stunned and you're dead. No, stunned. Oh, still alive. Wait a minute, Mr. Crimson, show me.
Damn.
Gets the slide.
0 for 2
sets
on
up the
both.
trigger. I love the fact that you said,
Oh,
man.
man.
Teleport to the other side. That was instant. I already knew it. As soon as I saw the one, I'm like, oh, that's instant. He wants to hit to stop the pressure. Because no matter what happened, let's just say he teleported, had enough time to block, he still would have had the block Nadeshko, giving Mika another chance to kind of force that guess. Body splat.
Do it again.
Big jump in, gets the mark, gonna push to the corner.
Back-to-back jump from Luffy. Does not care whatsoever. Again, he's trying to test Mr. Crimson to see how he approaches the anti-air game.
This time the drill hits, get the combo confirmed. Yo, Mr. Crimson.
Oh, the throw bait. That was a very interesting use of the drill, right? To kind of throw bait like that.
The way that Mr. Crimson is using drill is throwing off the timing of Luffy. Wow.
Man, that's the second time he tried that. He was like, you know what? I don't think he's going to recover in time for that crouching normal to hit me in the air.
What did I
Crouching
say?
strong.
On paper, yo, this is going to suck if Mika gets close. For Dhalsim, oh man, I got to stay away.
Yeah. Man, Luffy has gotten so much mileage out of that crouch fierce too against the likes of Dhalsim, interrupting the normals. But yo, Mr. Crimson out of the corner. So much space to work with.
Oh my
Punishes
God.
the drop kick.
The great life that took away. Oh, this is
Oh,
going to be a
no.
good punish. No, I would have blocked that and punished. What are you doing?
How did that reach? The Yoga Anvil from that far. Do it again.
Did you just say, how did that reach his arm stretch, bro? Wow,
Oh.
teleport to get out of Nadeshko. What the? That was sick. That was actually sick.
He's cooking him up. Filet mignon Luffy.
He's definitely cooking them up for later. We've seen a lot of V-Trigger. He's cooking them on both sides, putting them in the refrigerator for later. That's 2 games, right?
That is straight up 2 games. Wait, did you say he's gonna cook him up and put him in the fridge for later?
Put them in the fridge for later, bro. You gotta save them.
I want now.
I want to cook them. I want it now.
But I want it now. What do you mean?
But what about right now? Wow.
Fresh off the grill?
Mr. Crimson coming out a quick 2. I don't even think I've seen any. Look, I've not seen Dhalsim games go this fast and Dhalsim has lose. Like he's lost the game. I've not seen that.
Well, we're about to see history in the making with Mr. Crimson. He's already up 2-0 against Luffy. Pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. Both of these cats. Great representation for France. And I'd love to see Mr. Crimson on this kind of stage, honestly.
Man, I'm telling you, like I just feel like Street Fighter League is a great place for players like this caliber. Really high-level players playing diverse characters. Look at the keep away game. I love the drill usage. Sometimes he uses the close, sometimes the far just to throw him out. Nice call out right there.
I'm trying to think, do we have either of these characters in Street Fighter League Season 3?
I don't think so.
I don't
actually.
think so.
So this might be your only shot at looking at this. I mean, unless someone gets banned, gets the crush.
Oh.
Big damage. Oh. Stun becoming a factor,
Oh,
but we've
I
seen
get
what happened last time. Rounds were stolen. People were lost. Punish. Back into the fire you go. Oh, teleport to the other side. Look at the gray light just chipping away. The drill into the snipe again. Bro, how does he know? He's so good at setting it up. Like the
50-50,
reset
man.
drill.
It's so tough because he could also use crouch medium kick to check the low to see if Luffy's going to backdash or move up and stand block. It's a 50-50. It's so hard to tell. It could have been a throw.
Anti-air once again, going to keep that corner.
Oh, that could have been a giant jump in, but instead he gets a giant swing. Still just as good.
Mika Typhoon. Man,
Bro,
the drill.
he's so good.
The drill.
He's so good at utilizing his drill to keep Luffy off balance.
Mr. Driller.
I love that guy. Look at these deep end drills too, keeping himself plus, no chance for Luffy to play, cooking him up, living up to the name Mignon Luffy.
Ooh, what?
Huge deal.
Another snipe. Did he end every match with a snipe? Is that what's happening?
I don't even remember. There's too many snipes to keep track of. But that's such a great exchange there for Mr. Crimson, knowing full well that if he stays grounded, he's going to eat a lot more meaties, or not meaties, excuse me, a lot more normals and possibly command grabs. He's like, you know what, I'm going to take a risk, take to the skies and get this trade because I only need 1 touch. If anything, if I get a double KO, I'm still winning because I had the advantage with the first round.
All I know is Luffy needs to change this right now. Mr. Crimson looking solid up here. 3 games straight.
I was thinking about the Mika picks. I forgot NuckleDu is on the roster.
He is a Mika, and I actually said that last week that he's a Mika.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. I think it's safe to say there isn't a Dhalsim on the roster.
Off the top of my head, I can agree.
I want to say yes, there's no Dhalsim. 100%. I'm going in, all in.
All in 100%?
Yeah.
You just got body, bro.
Bet.
You're gonna get to the season. Pump pulls out a Dhalsim. Oh.
I hope not.
All right, this round is looking a lot better. The peaches
For
are
who,
definitely
Steve?
adding up.
For who? What do you mean? He's out of the corner. Did you see that read off the teleport?
Bro, the way that he's using this drill is so annoying. Stunning.
Yo, the slide didn't even activate into V-trigger, didn't even want to do it. I think that's really sneaky too. I think Luffy could have punished it, but it's like maybe there might be a V-trigger behind it, so I get it. Uh-oh.
I like that, the awareness steal. Sets up another EX, teleports to the other side. I like the pressure from the 2 hits.
Oh,
Crush,
no!
EX, Peach to get the corner as well, and this is not looking
big
up for a
punish.
big punish.
Boy, yo, are we about to see another 4-0? We rarely get to see these, by the way. It's always like 4-1, but there hasn't been any like big shutouts from what I remember.
All right, knockdown once again, teleport instantly to the other side. And he is keeping Luffy on his toes.
Keeping him grounded.
Back
In fear, the
dash,
command grab, no sir. Mr. Crimson was still moving. He's got the hot feet.
using that Gale. Corner switch this time around. Mr. Crimson in control.
He's still able to recover enough to get the anti-air. He's locking Luffy down with that jab and the drills.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, that was
sick.
godlike. Oh my God, that was sick.
Okay, so we haven't seen any sort of 4-0s like that since we saw the UI team step up, right? I think that was clean.
That was pretty clean.
Pure fundamentals
That was
of the matchup.
brand new white t-shirt from the store, clean, not a stain on it. Just saying, that was ow. That was a rough one.
That was the most reads I've seen on a command grab like called out successfully on the side of Mr. Crimson. There was not like, I've never seen Luffy get read that hard before.
Yeah, I mean, it might just be one of those things where they play each other a lot. I mean, they are countrymen, you know, like that's something that you can take into account. But even more so, it's just the fact that both of them are really good. You know, both of them are both of them are players that have obviously they've evolved their skill to be able to deal with matchups like this, especially considering, like I said, these are two of the characters that have been around the longest because they're initial cast Street Fighter V characters. So of course they're gonna have a lot of tech built into them. You know, we see matches like Dhalsim versus Mika. I don't remember the last time I've seen it, but man, I don't remember it looking like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember it looking like that at all. So with that being said, let's get some words from our champion, Mr. Crimson.
So I realized that he wasn't walk so much in neutral. He was taking decision like press button, jump, or dash forward, or drop kick, or some kind of stuff. But to annoy Dhalsim, walk block after taking limbs on block is a pretty good tools. To be honest, I think I was a little bit more ready in the matchup than him, because in my opinion, this matchup is in Mika's favor. Luffy is a great player, so I don't doubt that he will come back and give me more trouble in the future.
Mr. Crimson taking it 4-0 over the Evo champion, in Luffy. Mr. Crimson, I really hope we get a chance to see you again on Street Fighter League. I'm sure we'll see each other around. Same thing goes for Luffy, but I appreciate you guys.